Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm your SI leader. As you guys already should know, we've been working on Weebly this week. So for those of you who may not have gotten enough of an explanation on how to use it and how to use the tools and whatnot for Weebly, and you just don't have a very good understanding yet because we ran out of time during our session, or maybe we had plenty of time and you just still had more questions or you still don't understand. Well, right now I'm going to do a tutorial on basically how to use Weebly. So just to recap, we've already signed up for this and we've done our title, and I've told you guys that you need to go in, get rid of all the unnecessary things that came with the theme that we picked originally. So all this text and the pictures that we don't need. We put in our title. I told you guys to change your background. That's definitely one of the things that needs to be done soon. But when you change your background, leave this big text box in the middle there because we're going to put something there. And as soon as Erica or Dr. Stone tells me what we're going to put there, then I will let you know and we'll go over it. So just when this is over and you've seen this video, if it gives you a better understanding, you can go ahead and start editing your site. And so you need to get rid of the unnecessary things, so the pictures and the text that came with the old theme. You need to change your background, but leave this big text box right here. And then just kind of experiment with the other tools once I go over it. So right now I'm going to go through and just show you how to delete everything. So basically when you hover over something, it should show the outline of it and it should show an X. So if you want to get rid of it, you just click delete and it says, are you sure? And then it should delete it. So we can get rid of, I'll leave this spacer here because you'll need it later. I'll get rid of this text because we don't need that. And this picture, we don't need it. Well, if it'll get rid of it. We don't need that. We don't need the extra spacer. You can get rid of this, as well as this text box. So all you need to do when it comes to getting rid of things, just go through and get rid of the unnecessary stuff, which I'm showing you how to do that right now. And then you can really get started on putting your page together and making it look professional and the way it needs to look. And if you have put your Weebly's link under Shutterfly, under useful sites, like I asked you guys to in your SI session that we had either Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, then the reason I had you put that there is so that I can go through and look at it as you make progress and see how you're doing, give you feedback. If yours is looking great, then I can tell you that. If I think it needs a little bit more work, or Dr. Stone thinks it needs a little bit more work, then I can let you know and we can say, hey, why don't you change this? Why don't we fix that? And just to make sure spelling and grammar and everything is good. So I can delete this background because I don't need this, and neither will you. Delete the spacer. This background is not going to be needed. Nor this text box. And the button. Or the picture. And then we have this background that we want to delete. And that deleted everything inside the section. So now I am here, and all we have is our background, our text box, and a spacer. Well, nope, there's an extra one. There's a few extra ones. But you should have only this background, the text box inside it, and a spacer, so that you can add in another section, which I will show you how to do as soon as I get rid of all these unwanted spacers. And then it says drag elements here. Now there's nothing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to on the left side of my screen to where my tools are and scroll down and drag and drop section here. And it'll give you a whole bunch of options here, but you don't really need any of that. So you can just click out of it, and then you can drag your title box down here. And so let's say I'm going to do my introduction. I'll write Taylor Dilday. And if you want to change the color, you can do that. Or if you change the size, if you highlight the portion of the text that you would like to change, you can make it bigger or smaller, or change the color. So I like blue a lot, so I'm going to change mine to blue. Wonderful. You can bold, italicize, underline, and that's what it would look like if you did. And also, you can choose how you want your text to be aligned. So if you want it to the right side of the page, then this is where you would do it. Or if you want it in the center, you can do it like that. And there's all kinds of things that you can do with that. You have an undo button and a redo button. So say that you type a whole bunch and you accidentally delete it somehow. You can come in here and press redo, and it'll put it back. So I've got my title. Now I want to put my text box, so I'm going to drag that, drop it underneath, because that's what I've asked you guys to do, and write my introduction. So I guess I could say, my name is Taylor Dilday, and I'm from Mount Olive, North Carolina. I currently go to school at the University. Oopsies. The University of Mount Olive. And I am majoring in elementary education. And so I think you guys understand the concept that we're going for here. You just want to put your name as the title, or maybe you just want to put introduction. I don't think it matters either way. But I think when I did it, I put my name as the title, and then I just wrote my intro down below. Now also, I think you should be able to, if I'm correct, if I click out of this, then I might be able to move the box. No, I can't do it. Okay, I know what I need to do. If you don't want your text to be this long, I think you can drag and drop the image over here to the side and it'll move it. Yeah, exactly, just like that. And then here, you'll want to put a picture of yourself. Just make sure it's professional. Hopefully, if you have a headshot, like a professional headshot or something, that would be a good thing to put there. If not, just do the next best thing to it. Just make sure it's professional looking. And then say I wanted to put my contact information down below it. I could do another text box right here. And do, let's see, contact info, and then we'll put that in bold and change it. We'll just keep it black. Then I can hit enter and I can put, see, let's do green, and I'll put my email. Okay, well that didn't work. My email up here so that people can see it at moc.edu. And then if you wanted, you could put your phone number. And then if you want to change the color so it doesn't blend in with contact info right here, then you can highlight it and go here. And there you go. Contact info right there. And so, yeah. Also, some pages, on this specific page, you will not need to use buttons, but we will use them a lot throughout the course. So it's good for you to know how to do that. So I'm going to drag this button here, and let's say I'm going to use Pod Force Shutterfly as an example. So I'm going to click on this button, delete the text, put Shutterfly, because this will be your link to Shutterfly, and then over here you see this box, and it has button text, button style, position, link, spacing. So when you want to go in and put your link, you'll click this. You'll click website URL, and then you will get your, let me sign in so I can use that link. We'll go to the home page, and then we will copy this link and put it right here, insert URL, and paste it. And then you can just click out of it, and it should take you right there. Whenever you publish your page and you look at it from the link, once you publish it, here, I'll show you how to do that. So you hit publish whenever you finish doing all the editing you want to do. This link right here will take you to where you can view your page as if you're one of the parents looking at this teacher's webpage. So this will give you other people's point of view of your website. And so also I asked you guys to take this link, to copy it, and to bring it over to your Shutterfly page under useful sites and add bookmark, and then go to other websites right here, paste the link here, and then write your name and then Weebly. So for example, I would write in this title, Taylor's Weebly. And also, if you forget something or you need like an example to look at so that you can do your Weebly, I have my example Weebly is posted up here. Just don't copy it directly as you see it on mine, because mine was different. The class was different when I took it than it is when you're taking it. So, and also your major is different. So the focus of all your projects will be different than the focus of mine, which is going to make a big difference in all your projects. So just use mine as a reference, something to look at so that you can get how the structure should be, and just to make yours look more professional and like Dr. Stone would like it. And so that's how you do that. And then if you want to keep editing, you can come back after you've exited out of that. After you hit publish and you do your link, you can hit the X on it, and then it'll bring you right back here to where you can keep editing. So I've showed you about title, text, and image. We don't really use gallery. We don't use map, or I've never used slideshow, but if Dr. Stone asks you to use those, then I will figure out how to use those myself, and then I will help you out with that. We've never used newsletter form or contact form or embed code. I've never really had to use the divider, But if you would like, if you have, say you have another page, say one of your next few pages, you have several pictures and you want to put a divider between those pictures, you can do that. Also, we never really use this, I'm not really sure what that is, but it's some kind of document. I've never used that, or an HD video or audio, but if Dr. Stone asks you to do that, then I will become familiar with that myself, so that way if you have any questions or problems, I can help you. I've never had to put a YouTube video in, but I do know how to do that if you ever need to do that. So it gives you the option to put a file or a flash. Never really had to do that either, but if it comes up, I will learn it and help you out with it. At the end, you might end up doing a survey. So I won't show you how to do that right now because I don't want you to get too ahead of yourselves, but just know that that will be coming towards the end of the course most likely. Let's see. Yeah, so for now, I think that's it, and I'll just delete this button because you don't need a button on your first page. I just did that kind of as a tutorial to show you how to use buttons for when you do need to use it. So you don't need this on your home page of your Weebly for now. So I think that should be all you guys need to know for now. Just remember to change your background because right now, all of your backgrounds should look like the fruit smoothie picture that came with the theme that we picked. And you should have your title. You should already have your link to your published page in Shutterfly. And just make sure you have this big text box, or you have a big text box here. And if the letters aren't big yet, don't worry because you can make it larger. But if you accidentally deleted your big text box that's in the background, you can bring the title box and drag it down here and replace it. And then if the font is too small, you can make it bigger later as I ask you to put something in there. Then you'll need a spacer about right here, and then just remember to add a section once you've deleted all the unnecessary stuff. You can add your title, so you can put your name. You can add a text box for your introduction, an image box where you can upload a photo of yourself, and if you would like to, you can put your contact info. I don't know for sure yet if you need that, but if you do need that, I will let you know through Shutterfly. And so I think that's it. I think that's all we have to do. So I'm just going to publish this, and I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. And I wish you the best of luck with Weebly. And if you have any problems still, or you still just don't understand it, just message me through Shutterfly, and I will do the best that I can to help you.